right now. He's not my fight. But should Canelo be fighting Chavez? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's so crazy. When we talk about loyalty in the sport of boxing, when we talk about loyalty, when you look at Canelo, did Steven Espinoza and the Showtime team let this, and myself, we helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in the sport of boxing. Because Al Heyman was a smart, shrewd businessman. They want to sue him because he was smart.
sobre Kovalev, que lo tiene metido y se quita la cuerda, lo lastimó y lo tumbó, señores. Puede ser todo y es todo por la vía del knockout.
It's no secret that Joshua did not want this fight. And he didn't want it for a reason, because Deontay Wilder is the most fiercest puncher in boxing history, in heavyweight division history. And I saw that tonight, I felt it. No wonder AJ didn't want no part of that right hand. He can't move like me, he'd have been nailed.
Hey, you. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I told you I was going to do a second stream. I just felt like doing a second stream because I didn't get a chance to talk about the Errol Spence eye situation. So we here now. Machiavelli, what's up? Ego Maniac Kid, what up, Ego? What's up with you? You know me, I'm just chilling. Waiting for YouTube to do its job. Send out the noties. Make sure y'all come in and smash the like button. Whoa. Tom Tucker, what's up? That's my dude, Machiavelli. What's up with you? Hold on, I'm just setting some stuff up. Hey, Prophet, what's good? Hey, Prophet, where you live at now? What city you in? Val Ramos, what's up with you? Prophet, where you at? Where you stay now? I think you moved, right? Oh, you in Florida? How you liking Florida? Florida, wow. And they got that humidity. I feel like all the craziest crimes happen in Florida. Like when I watch the news or be on X and see it like a headline, it'd be all the craziest stuff happen in Florida. What is this? Y'all like it like this? He said it's laid back. Y'all like the full screen like this? Or the way it just was? Listen, I'm gonna let the fans pick. I'm gonna let the, We doing the full screen? All right, Egomaniac said full screen. What's up? So yeah, I want to talk about the Errol Spence. I told y'all we were talking about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia in the earlier stream, so I didn't have time to talk about the Errol Spence, but you know, we back with it. Let's do a quick roll call. YouTube ain't sending out no notifications, so we'll do a roll call. Let me know where you guys are, where you at, where you from. We got Prophet representing Orlando, Florida. Your boy Ego representing California. Yay. California, they bomb up on you. Let me know where you guys are from, and then we'll get started with the Errol Spence content. City, state, zip. Let me know something. And smash the like button when you're in here. Subscribe if you're new. My man from Missouri. What's out in Missouri? They got good food? Good food in Missouri? Yeah, we got Prophet from Baltimore too. We got Baltimore, Fresno, Tampa, Florida. You dig? So we got 2 Baltimores, 2 Floridas. Where else y'all from? I know it's been cold out here in Cali. Our winters don't usually be this crazy. Hello, mate. I'm from Lincolnshire, UK. Welcome. Shout out to the UK. Hey, listen, I got a lot of UK fans. I was looking at my analytics. I got a lot of people in the UK. I didn't realize I was like popping in the UK. Like right now, for the last few months, the UK been like the number 2. United States is my number 1 audience, but the UK, like it used to be the Philippines, but the UK been killing. It's been my number 2 for a minute. Shout out to the British teeth that watch my channel. We got Tampa, Florida, Fresno, Port Arthur, Texas, San Diego, California. Hello, mate, Lincolnshire, the Lone Star State. Shout out to Texas, everybody. Kansas Chief. He says Kansas City Chiefs. For the moment, that's about it. Cali in the building. Facts. Now, Cincinnati, Roscoe Downs, I see you. I know y'all heard the news. Errol Spence Jr. He like posted a video where he was like being carted in a wheelchair. He had a patch on his eye again, which was very alarming. And he also followed it with some tweets and posts. Shout out to Boston. Errol Spence, he also posted that he had cataract surgery. So this was kind of out of left field. No one really knew what was going on with Errol Spence. And now, today, ESPN is suggesting that the Crawford fight is in jeopardy. That's a good question, Lewis. I mean, I'm sure, see, I know people in the industry, so I'm sure I can like pry and find out, but I haven't. But he says, Ego, did Errol say when he had surgery? When was the surgery? I don't know. What's that say? Ego was a big cokehead back in the day. I knew a chick who did coke with him in Vegas. Block him. That was the dumbest, wasted. Hey, do I have any shooter? Okay, shout out to Prophet, bro. That was so stupid. we in the middle of talking boxing and he said, oh, I know somebody, some chick with ego. Man, I told you I got real life stalkers. Get him out of here. Bro, I ain't done drugs a day in my life, so I know you lying. I don't play with my nose, so I know you lying. That was just stupid anyway. Oh, I know a girl, and she said she snorted. Where the bitch at then? Where is she at? So, you a liar, bro. See, these dudes, that's all they do is just make up lie. See, that's the thing. My G-files, bro, they ain't no one got no clip of me getting knocked out and me with Joanna, man. There ain't no clips of me, whatever he was talking about doing drugs. I told you my G-files is clean. So when they don't know enough about you, they make it up. But it's 2024. I'm just sipping on my tea. That was mental. I don't know what was wrong with the guy. These dudes are bums. That's it. It's like you just got extra time, so you do bum activities. Anywho, Errol Spence, cataract surgery. He in the wheelchair. I don't know the exact date. I'm assuming it's in real time. Like maybe that video was recently. You know, I'm gonna say in 2024. But it's don't hold me on that. You know, it hasn't been actually confirmed. Now ESPN is saying the fight is in jeopardy with Terence Crawford. But see, Mike Coppinger be capping sometimes. They be called, I seen online, they was calling him Mike Cappinger. He be capping sometimes. Like, you don't have no ends with PBC, I don't believe. he used to work with them. He used to work with PBC, but ever since he crossed over to the dark side, the ESPN side, I truly don't. I don't know. I don't think he connected with the PBC. So unless it's Crawford, but who told you that the fight was in jeopardy? Because I looked it up and they're saying the recovery time for that particular surgery is about 6 to 8 weeks. He said Cabager be chasing clout. See, that's what I'm saying. Man, listen, boxing is getting all the way funky where you got people literally just making up stuff as we go. It's sad, but it's kind of funny. And it's even funnier to see the idiots who believe it. Like, just because you read it, people feel like, oh, it must be true. You know, and that's just all throughout boxing. That's not any one particular organization. That's just like on YouTube. I see so much cap. That's crazy to me. And like, the thing is, people don't even validate the claims. They just run with it. It's crazy. I need PBC to announce their schedule, because a lot of the stuff that's going on in boxing right now is trash. I need me some good fights. My man Prophet, he says, man, I can't wait for Tank's next fight. I upgraded to the what's it say? Upgraded the projector, and down here in Orlando, I have the room for a theater room. Oh, that's dope. 150-inch screen, about 11 feet wide, with sound system and everything. Listen, Tank Davis is the face of boxing. I'm going to keep saying the same thing. He's the face of boxing. If you know, you know. See, like, here's the thing. Do you notice people who've actually been to Tank fights, they all say the same thing? People who actually, like Ellie Seckbeck. Ask Ellie, who covers all these fights, right? Ask him the atmosphere when Tank Davis is around. Just go in his comment section and ask him. But then you have people who, I don't know, some media, I don't know if they've ever even covered a Tank fight, and they telling you something different. So, I mean, realistically, who do you believe in? Like that's why I said Ellie, because Ellie is a name that's been in the boxing game. Ask him if his viewership goes up when certain people fight, like Canelo and Tank Davis. He'll tell you. We're content, like, this is the dumbest things. Like, we're entering some of the dumbest times in boxing, where content creators rather hate on the most popping fighters, but still try to get paid off of the most popping fighters, like Tank. They hate everything Tank does, but they won't stop talking about Tank because they know where the money's at. When Tank fights, everybody makes money. There, shout out to Lewis. And you have, like, I hate a lot of boxing fans. Like, I'm saying that with my chest. I'm saying that in my, like, true to life. There's a lot of great boxing fans. But some of you mother suck, I hate y'all. Like, y'all, because y'all don't do nothing for the sport. All you do, you're like parasites. All you do is pollute the airwaves. It's just like stupid stuff. And then when somebody is keeping it real and saying like, oh man, he's a star, they say, oh man, no, man, all right. Bro, I've been to several Tank fights. It's up. Tank need to fight Lopez. Why? I mean, it's a cool fight. Well, what, bro? See, this is what I'm talking about. Now y'all gonna turn this into something else. Y'all gonna turn this to, shout out to Kenya B. What's up, baby? Listen, now y'all gonna turn this to something else. Let's play the game. Okay. I'll play with you, man. I'll play with you. Pause. Let's play the game. How come when it comes to PBC Listen, y'all want to play? Okay, I play with you. When it comes to PBC and PBC fighters, how come they have to fight everybody? Like, and by everybody, I mean people who are not even affiliated with PBC. So they got to do all this cross promotion and work with this fighter across the street and this guy across the street. Why is that? Why is that? Somebody let me know. Because this is where your boy ego in his bag, and then I really start to press the issue, and I guarantee you ain't nobody in this room gonna prove me wrong. I know that. I promise you. My man said there was like 10 official after parties. Let's get it. How come I deal with really direct statements. How come PBC fighters have to fight everybody from any different organization, any different, you name it, non-PBC fighter? How is that a thing? Like, for example, Tank Davis, he needs to fight Devin. Tank Davis needs to fight Loma. Tank Davis needs to fight Shakur. Tank Davis needs to fight whoever, you name it. This man said Teofimo Lopez. Why is that the case? And please don't say best versus the best. My man Gleesh is back up in here. He said T.O. ain't beating Jermaine Ortiz. I don't know. That's a good fight, though. Jermaine Ortiz, he did beat him in the amateurs, but, we'll see what they have learned as pros. How come, nobody's answering. How come Tank Davis and other PBC fighters, it's always the PBC fighter's obligation to make the match? Doesn't matter about the business. It doesn't matter about what makes sense and give up and forfeit your A-side leverage. Who cares? Just make the fight for the best versus the best, right? Why is that a thing? Somebody please let me know. Shout out to my man Dennis Schmidt in this month. Because here's the now since no one's, because they want them to fetch and step. But here's the problem. Shout out to Prophet. The only person in here with some nuts to answer the question, or at least attempt to. None of y'all got nuts to answer the question because y'all know what it is. So here's the thing. Hold on. Let me read this from Alfredo. And I'm gonna get in my bag and start cooking y'all up like I always do. My man Alfredo said, yes, Tank versus Rayo versus Edwin De Los Santos. If not, he can come up, challenge a champ because he wants to be the face of boxing. Loma, Shakur, T.O., Devin would be fire. Alfredo says because he's the face, he's trying to claim to be the face of boxing. For starters, you're lying. I've never heard Tank, but he don't really lean in on the face of boxing. People like myself and others are calling him that more than he leans in on that. You know what I'm saying? He don't always bring that up. So that's cap. Now let the boy cook. And I'll explain why I said that. He said, because they haters and they know PBC are top dogs. Boop, there we go. This is why I'm asking the question. Because you have all these dudes, guys and girls on X, Twitter, whatever we're calling it, Instagram, Facebook groups, YouTube content creators, and they all say the same thing, like PBC's enemy number one, and how come PBC is not making this fight? But how come that standard is for nobody else? Shout out to my man Nato. He said, because PBC is considered a black promotional company. Now we cooking. Tank said he's absolutely the face of boxing. I said he don't really lean into that. That's not, he asked Tank if he'd rather get paid or be called the face of boxing. He's going to say get paid. He don't really lean into that. He didn't change his bio to face of boxing and all that. He might have said it and agreed and say like, I'm that dude, but he don't like just walk around with his chin in the air. Oh, I'm the face of boxing. Mostly people are saying that. Okay, Brandon says fans just want to see good fights, don't care about the promotional deals or the back end stuff. See, people like Brandon are exactly the problem, because in no business is that the case. Like if you go to your favorite restaurant and let's say they serve lobster, and then the market price for lobster has skyrocketed up and lobster has become more scarce, guess what? They're going to hit you over the head for that lobster. You're going to have to pay market price for the lobster. You can't say, oh, I just want to eat. I don't care about all that back end stuff. I don't care what you're doing back in the kitchen. Just make me some lobster. Y'all act like little kids, like idiots. Real talk. Y'all act like little kids and idiots, like people who clearly have never ran a business. You ain't never ran a lemonade stand. The way some of y'all think, we're just fans, we don't care. Okay, then you get your fan ass in line and then let the people like myself talk about this boxing. He said it's a bad analogy. Why? Okay, now we doing it like this. Explain why it's a bad analogy. You in the hot seat. Boxing Prodigy. How is that a bad analogy? Come on, you got the floor. Boxing Prodigy 98. How is that a bad analogy? Me comparing to lobster in a restaurant. How is that a bad analogy? We'll see what he comes up. I promise you, we'll see who makes the most sense. Sounds like you trying to protect Tank. Okay, you can get next. You see, they be trying to double team your boy Ego. Boxing Prodigy 98. How is that a bad analogy? Believe whatever anyone else says, but PBC fighters. What does that say? Hold on. I gotta shrink this. Hold on. Y'all got my screen all crazy. Hold on. Hey, yo. Where did the hold on. Why did chat just disappear though? Hey, that's weird. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hey, make sure y'all smash the like button while you in here. Okay, let me see what this fool's talking about. We back. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Okay, he said bad. Hey, block this dude for wasting everybody's time. His name is Boxing Prodigy. Block him. He didn't answer. Next. Block. Hey, Prophet or Kenya, one of y'all, please block this dude. Boxing Prodigy. You ain't no prodigy. You don't know what you're talking about. Shout out to Kenya B. Thank you. Now, back to what I was saying, which was far more important. So here's the deal. The reason why I said what I said is how come Tank and PBC fighters need to fight everyone? Let's play the game. I promise you, we could bet whatever, 10,000, 20,000, whatever y'all want. We could bet a stack, whatever y'all trying to do. I promise these boys won't beat me. I'm that nice. I promise you they won't beat me. So the reason why I'm saying that is this. Because these idiots pose under this guise, this mask of, oh, I just want to see the best versus the best. I don't care about the business and all that. So why is it only PBC? If that is your standard, then it should be your standard for DAZN, for ESPN, for PBC, and then I would understand it. But the reality is it is not. The reality is these same people, the usual suspects and old media, they have these quote unquote standards for certain people, certain fighters. A lot of times it's black fighters. Most of the time it's a PBC fighter. For example, Tank got to fight Devin or Shakur, all these people. He's the A side. We know he's the A side, but he got to fight all these B side people aligned with different promotions. One, how come none of the other promotions need to do business with PBC? Wouldn't that be the easiest thing? Isn't that what we told Terence Crawford to do? What, the cat got your tongue? Isn't that the same? Listen, so there, like, let's say Devin Haney. Devin Haney has fans online who are saying, oh no, Tank need to surrender his A side and make the fight. How come the same people were telling Crawford he should leave Top Rank? Because everybody knew that Terence Crawford had a better chance of getting some of the fights that he wanted. Some of the fights that he wanted by doing business with PBC. Okay, we got a new hot seat. Rollo Green, you not making sense. What doesn't make sense that I just said? Shooters, do not block him. I'll let you know when to block him. Rollo Green, you in the hot seat. 1 minute on the clock. What did I just say anywhere in this stream that did not make sense to you? And then I'm going to give V9 after this. Listen, I don't care. The whole world, shout out to Prince Savage, the whole world go against me. I'm going to still come up on top. Listen, I got back-to-back hot seats. I promise I won't lose. The man said I did not. Rollo Green, you had all this stuff to type, but you ain't typing fast now. All of a sudden you ain't typing. Now the cat got your tongue. Rollo Green, what did I say that didn't make sense? You got 30 seconds on the clock. And then I'm coming for V9. Watch. I promise these boys don't beat me. The hot seat is back. I promise you they can't with me. 20 seconds. Nobody said Tank need to surrender his A side. Then why would he fight Devin Haney at 140? That's exactly what people said. Strike one. You said nobody said he needed to surrender his A side, but people are telling Tank to move up guaranteed to Devin Haney's preferred weight because they said Devin Haney can't make 135. How is that not surrendering the A side? I answered your question. Now you answer mine. Okay. Rollo Green said I didn't make sense. I answered your question. Now you answer mine. How is that not surrendering your A side if you say I want no catch weights, no rehydration clause, and you have to come up to the weight I want because I've outgrown the lightweight division? Tank's supposed to already be a champ at 140, right? How is he a champ at 140? What are you even talking about? Bro, this is who y'all sending for me. No, now he says Tank already fought at 140. Which one is it? You said Tank is supposed to be a champion already at 140. I busted you on that. And now you said he already fought at 140. Strike two. Easy work. Bro, y'all suck. Y'all can't with me on my worst day. I could be sick. I could have cramps. Y'all still can't with me. First, you said Tank is supposed to be a champ at 140. No, he's not. He fought Mario Barrios and then got rid of that belt. So he's not a champion at 140. The man said it's true, though. Y'all don't know boxing, bro. Block Brandon Jason because you're lying. All right, it's true. All right. Didn't he win a belt at 140? Bro, he fought Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Why y'all let ego do you like this? He said he fought at one. Do you know when the Barrios fight was before the pandemic? Dummy. He said he fought. So hold on. Or it was actually right around the pandemic, like the year after the pandemic. Hold on. I got y'all. Chill, yeah, yo, I got this. Right, watch how I do. Hey, chill, yeah, yo, I got this. Okay, so Tank fought Leo Santa Cruz in 2020, the pandemic year. The very next year, he fought June 26, 2021. So it's 2024. Hold up. He fought him in the summer of 2021. Don't block me for talking to you, bruh. I'm not blocking you for talking to me. I'm blocking because you're talking, you're lying. He fought the man in 2021. You think he gets to keep a belt for 2-3 years without fighting at that, because we know he's never fought at that weight again, right? He's never fought at that weight again. He just did the Barrios fight. So how does he have a belt 3-4 years later and he's never defended the belt? Oh my God, now he playing dumb. He said, what did I lie about? Okay, let me put it on the screen. Tank's supposed to already be a champion at 140, right? There, he said, the man said, what did I lie about? Your lie is up on the screen. Hey, this too easy. Y'all got to give me some better work. Y'all really got to give me some better work. Give me some better work. The man said he was a champion and he's not. Now he says, so what? Man, get him out of here, bro. Now you see when I bust they ass, they always switch to something else. Man, so what? So sorry. Get him out of here. He done. Bro, the man lied and said, boy, you in denial. Get him out of here. This is far too stupid. So they say Boxing Ego don't know what he talking about. And then when they get cooked, they start lying. And then they get cooked with the lie. And then they say, man, you in denial. All right, I'm in denial, but you was the one lying. If I was in denial, I would be the one lying, no? Man, come on, bro. Hey, who's that? Who that next dude? Hold on. Who? We got another hot seat. Hold on. Wait, let me V9. He says cross promotional fights have always been made. Yeah, shout out to Prince Savage. Oh, he retracted his comment. Hey, you a weenie. How you gonna delete your comment? Right when I called you out, you gonna delete it. Hey, you weak, bro. You weak. Boxing is getting soft. Hold on. Boxing is getting soft. Bob Arum. Oh my gosh, bro. What the hell is this man talking about? Bob Arum made most of the big cross promotional fights. Tim Bradley versus Devin Alexander and Bradley versus Peterson. What? Hey, so we're hey, this is sad. Yo, this is sad. This is sad. The man said Tim Bradley versus Devin Alexander. So I don't even know where to begin, bro. That's stupid for a few reasons. And let me cut you up. In this equation that we're talking about with Gervonta Davis, who's Tim Bradley and who's Devin Alexander? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, who is Gervonta Davis in that equation? V9, I'm talking to you. Who, like, where does Gervonta fit into that equation? Is he the Tim Bradley of his division? Is he the Devin Alexander of his division? Like, what are we talking about? These dudes are getting cold feet tonight because they weenies, they wussies. Boxing has gotten soft. See, this is the thing. When you deal with boxing ego, it's different in them chat rooms. It's different in them groups. Because you ain't have someone live right at you, West Side Baby, pressing you with knowledge, with bars. Yeah, all of a sudden they get carpal tunnel. That's what I'm saying. It's different because these dudes, this is what happens. I'm telling you, these dudes are used to being in Facebook groups where there's other delusional idiots and things like that in the comment section just saying whatever. Or even being at a party with casuals and people are like, oh, Floyd Mayweather's a runner. And they get used to saying these things, but then they get in front of somebody that actually knows boxing and they freeze up. They don't know what to do. Like, where is V9? Bro, we're talking about like making mega fights like Gervonta Davis versus Shakur, and you bringing up Devin Alexander and Tim Bradley talking about cross promotional fights have always been made. Bro, that was probably the weakest example that I've ever seen. First of all, I never said cross promotional fights have never happened. That's stupid. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fought more recently than Alexander and Bradley. So I know that cross promotional fights have happened. That goes without saying. I never once said, he said he'd taken Midol. I'm done. I've never once stated that cross promotional fights never happen. My question was, how come cross promotional fights are always indicative and it's on PBC to make them all? That's my question. It's on Tank to fight everybody. That's my question. You're not answering none of my questions. And got the nerve to say Bradley versus whoever the hell you said. Devin Alexander. Man, come on, bro. That is not a mega fight. That's not a fight you would put on pay-per-view. So the reason that matters is because if a fight's on pay-per-view, then there's different components like percentage splits. Certain guys want to get paid a certain way. You're talking about some HBO Boxing After Dark type fights with Bradley and Alexander, right? We know cross-promotional fights have happened. Sean Porter and Crawford. My man Prince Savage said Naoya Inoue and Chris and Colbert, or not Colbert, Fulton. We talking about making the Megalodon, Gervonta versus someone. Look, he ain't said nothing since. Now all of a sudden his thumbs got blisters. My other question, how come none of these fighters got to do business with PBC and Al Heyman? That's what we told Crawford to do. We said, Crawford, all the welterweights you trying to fight and the guys at 54 are with PBC. Maybe you should do business with Al. Maybe you should call Al. He re-signed to Top Rank at a point in time. You know, when he fought Jose Benavidez, he re-signed. And people were like scratching their head. Why'd you re-sign? We want to see you fight Keith Thurman or Ugas at the time, or Errol Spence or whoever. Even Pacquiao left Top Rank and went over to Al Heyman. So that's my question. How come nobody else, like, how come the obvious choice is not so obvious? Like, Devin Haney's a free agent. Why not? If you just work with Bob Arum, a 90-year-old Jewish man from New York. You work with him in Top Rank for 3 fights. You just work with Eddie Hearn again for the second re-up. So you're free to work with anybody. Why not try to sign with PBC on the same baseline, like a 2-3 fight deal like he did with Top Rank? Or try to get a 1-off or 2-off type of deal like he did with Eddie Hearn. That's what I don't understand. and y'all not helping me to understand. So, oh my, shout out to my man, Nando. Hey, Nando, we about to kill him in 2024. That's my dude. He know his stuff. Let's get it. He said they want all the PBC fighters to go to the lesser platform. That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense. Devin worked with Top Rank for the Kambosos fight twice. No, we all watched it. He fought Lomachenko on Top Rank, completed a 3-fight deal. You want a tank fight so bad, why not do the obvious choice, which is try to do like Canelo did, like Pacquiao did, like Crawford did? Why not do that? That seems like such a no-brainer. But people rather say, oh, Tank, you're ducking and all this other stuff. But it seems like a no-brainer to do the obvious thing, which is try to establish a relationship with PBC since they have the guy you want to fight. I don't know. Here's the other issue. Andre did, oh my God, shout out to Prince Savage. Matias is with PBC, yep. Here's the other issue. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Because now y'all got me heated. And I know y'all can't cook me when I'm heated. There's nobody in this room that's going to prove me wrong. I promise you that. I promise on everything I love. If you feeling froggish leap, I promise I catch a body. I promise you I catch a body. See, this is why I see why the game need me to get back on the live stream, you feel me? And really talk that talk. Because there's a lot of people talking, but they not talking that talk. I'm a big stepper. Bro, I'm a big stepper. The Stairmaster. I'm stepping. So here's the other issue. How come it's always important for the same fan? They're like best versus the best for PBC. Why is it the best versus best for PBC? But then you have great in-house fights with other promotions. There's never a push for that unless it's PBC. So you want Tank to fight non-PBC fighters all the time. And if he don't fight them under your terms or that fighter's terms, it's a duck. But then you have in-house fights that are not even being made. Huh? So let me give y'all an example. Let me give y'all an example. Devin was with Top Rank. Shakur is with Top Rank. They didn't fight on Top Rank. I want to see it. Y'all want to see it. They didn't fight on Top Rank. Facts. Shakur Stevenson, I want to see him fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko's with Top Rank. Shakur Stevenson's with Top Rank. They're making Lomachenko versus Kambosos. I would much rather see two of the best southpaws, Lomachenko and Shakur, fight each other. Why is there no pressure for that? How come Lomachenko get to fight Kambosos and not Shakur, and they all with the same people? I could keep going. We ain't done enough. Shakur and Raymond Murataya. That's a great fight. Murataya's with Top Rank. Shakur's with Top Rank. Why is no one pushing for that fight? They rather say Shakur and people who are not even attached to Top Rank, but there's some good in-house fights. I would have liked Shakur versus Jermaine Ortiz. They gave it to Teofimo Lopez. So Shakur can't get Loma, and they all these people are with the same people. Shakur can't get Loma. He couldn't get Jermaine Ortiz. Couldn't get Teofimo because they fighting each other. And he couldn't get, or I don't know what's up with Murataya if they even tried. Right? Those are all in-house fights. So again, how come there's no pressure for the in-house fight? But then y'all got all this pressure in the world for fights you know ain't finna happen. Barrios is PBC, yes. That's what I'm saying. It's all cap. It's all cap. You got promoters not even making the best in-house fights. Because if that was the case, Top Rank making Loma versus Shakur is far superior than I thought Kambosos lost to Maxie Hughes. I really did. So what does that fight prove for Lomachenko? Nothing. Okay, let's say he beats Kambosos. He'll be the favorite. Okay, you beat Kambosos. Maxie Hughes beat Kambosos to me. Devin already beat Kambosos. Shakur, if you beat him, Now we cooking. Now we cooking with grease. And if Shakur beat Loma, then he got a name that, you know, he can be like, yeah. So people don't bring none of this up. It's only who Tank ain't fighting. It's only who PBC guys ain't fighting. Stop it. Shakur is the token anti-PBC black fighter. He's only good for media clout chasing. That's what I'm saying. For me, I don't mind call outs one bit. I'm from the old school. I don't mind call outs, but we have an incessant amount of call outs that a lot of them aren't realistic for various reasons. And these are the call outs that people want to get vested into. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why won't Tank fight Devin? There's a lot of complications there, bro. There's a lot of complications there in terms of like negotiating. But Devin versus Richardson Hitchens, they're with the same people. There's not really complexities. I mean, the only complexity is that your Sandor Martin's your mandatory. You might have to pay him some step aside money, but they're with the same people. So that's what I'm saying. Ryan Garcia is with DAZN and Devin's with DAZN, and you've seen what happened with that. So it's like, let's spread the love. If we're gonna criticize, let's criticize everybody. Loma claimed he was taking time off. Next thing you know, he negotiated with Kambosos. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care. Like, listen, I don't care if Tank fight Pitbull Cruz, if he fight Paulie the Poodle. I'm rocking with Tank. I don't care. Just based on GP. I don't care who Tank fight next. I'm still. What y'all gonna do? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I promise y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I don't care who Tank fight. I'm supporting it. Yeah, I said it. They like, oh, you like Tank. All right, I just said I don't care who he fight. I'm still watching. And y'all gonna watch too. So why even play these games with me, bro? Y'all, why is Tank? Why is it? Y'all always got something to say about who Tank fight. I'm still gonna watch it. Because Shakur gave a horrible performance last fight. You're only as good as your last fight, remember? Why would Shakur get the Loma fight after his last performance? He did not deserve it. Man, you sound stupid as hell. Loma's coming off a loss. What are you talking about? Oh my God. This is the level of brain dead boxing fans. The man is saying the guy who won his last fight, albeit boring, Shakur Stevenson, but he won. There was not a mark on his face. They're saying he doesn't deserve to get the mother that got 20 fights and got 3 losses, and his last fight was a loss. That's what you telling me. Marvin Brown. So the guy who actually lost, the guy who's still undefeated, don't deserve to fight the guy coming off of a loss. Hey, bro, you know that don't make sense. You sound stupid. Now he's switching. You just a Loma hater. Bro, I don't care about that little man. That Loma 5'5". Bro, I was 5'5" in preschool. Do you understand that? Lomachenko is the same height that I was in preschool. What do I have to hate on him for? I was 5'5" in preschool. So the current height that Lomachenko is, that's how tall I was in preschool. What am I hating on? The amount of weight that he weighs, I weighed that in probably like 4th grade, 5th grade. So what do I want to be, 135 pounds? Like, what are we saying? My boy Sura said he had turds bigger than Loma. Facts. That's what I'm saying. What am I hating on? If I was going to hate on a smaller person, I'll hate on Hasbulla or something. What am I hating on? Bro, make Lomachenko fight Hasbulla. Yeah. Crawford left Top Rank already. Oh, thanks, Point Dexter. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I didn't know that. Bro, I got a boxing channel with 300,000 plus followers, and you're telling me something. Oh, Crawford already left Top Rank. Oh, I didn't gather that when he fought Errol Spence on Showtime. What? You have 250K bot. Man, just block Marvin's room. Marvin's room. But that ninja that you love so bad, I know you know. Bro, send Marvin back to Marvin's room. Marvin the Martian. Somebody said Bud should leave Top Rank and join PBC. That's what I'm saying. These are the people who argue with me. You don't know what you're talking about, and they don't even know like simple common things and common themes. I love my job. Nando said, get him the heck out of here. The facts. Bro, explain to me why PBC fighters got to fight Godzilla, King Kong, but then they're not even making in-house fights. Like, don't have me go through everybody's roster, because I'll go through DAZN, I'll go through ESPN. We gonna spread the love. I guarantee you there's DAZN fights that are in-house, like Ryan and Devin. That's an in-house fight. They both with DAZN. But they not fighting. But it's pertinent that Tank fight all of anybody from across the street and all that, but they never have to come to PBC, which is the obvious choice. Come on, stop it, bro. Stop it. And then the people who are saying, oh, why should Devin join PBC? Okay, don't join PBC and don't get the fight. Why should Devin have to surrender and give up weight? Don't. But then don't get the fight. And then if Tank say, hey, I want it at this weight and you can't make it, then we don't get a fight. That's how that works. Yeah, Ryan definitely finna bounce. Oh my gosh. These dudes are like bots. Best gotta fight the best. What do you expect? Okay, but I'm giving you examples of people that are with the same promoter and they're not fighting each other. Okay, if the best gotta fight the best, why is Shakur Stevenson's next fight not Lomachenko? That's about the best that Top Rank has at the lightweight division right now. No? So if we look at the highest ranked lightweights that Top Rank has, it would probably be Shakur and Lomachenko. Why are they not fighting next? Loma's fighting Kambosos. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all cap. Y'all keep saying it's the best versus the best when it's black fighters, when it's Tank, when it's PBC, but then you're not pushing for the best versus the best unilaterally across the board. So if you really push for the best versus the best, then Lomachenko should be fighting Shakur. But you only care about it when it's Tank not fighting Devin or Tank is not fighting Shakur next. That's the problem. You're not consistent. They never have the same energy. They always have these standards, but a standard is not a standard if it's not applicable to everybody. You can't say the speed limit is 65, but then you let Muff drive 120 miles and not giving them a ticket. Anybody who's well over the 65 need to get a ticket. And if you ain't doing that, then it's not a standard. A standard is only something you can uphold. If it's anarchy and everybody doing whatever, then it's not a standard. So if you guys are really sticklers for the best versus the best, then you need to be a stickler for that and push for the best versus the best in all scenarios, not just against fighters you don't like. Like, it's so obvious. You got people who are obvious pro Devin Haney or obvious pro Shakur or whoever, and their standards change depending on who we talking about. That's not a standard. A standard, isn't flaccid. It's like a pillar. It's a foundation. It remains strong. Like, if you don't drink and drive, then you don't drink and drive. You don't say, oh, I only had 3 wine coolers and then drive. You choose to not drink and drive. That's what's wrong with men nowadays. Men aren't men because they don't have no standards. What are you about? Like Nipsey said, what's your texture worth? You don't have no code. You do anything. Like you'll sleep with your boy's girl. Like you don't live by nothing. You'll steal from your friends or your family. You don't have no code of honor, code of conduct, ethics, morals, no standards. And that's what a lot of people in boxing, no standards. You just do anything. You do anything for money, anything for clicks. You see it on YouTube all the time. I don't know how many boxing titles that I see and the whole title is a lie, and I can read the title and know it's ultra clickbait, and I know that whatever the title says has nothing to do with reality. Oh, Tank Davis says he's not fighting Devin Haney because Devin Haney stole his girl. And I know that's fake. I know he didn't say whatever that title said. So don't say to me because you lack a standard, because you lack integrity. I don't lack integrity. What I do is priceless. That's why I'm the kid with the golden voice. So my thing is this, to each his own, but don't come preaching that best versus best bullshit to me. Oh, it's the best versus the best, ego. Man, it ain't no best. It's the best versus the best when it's convenient. It's no A-side usage when it's convenient. It's no politics when it's convenient. Like, let Canelo use his A-side leverage against any B-side and it's gravy. Oh, yeah, if Jermell wants to fight him, he has to move up 14 pounds. The nigger gotta, like, bro. This is how boxing fans act. Jermell Charlo, he gotta do as Canelo say. Yeah, 14 pounds. I mean, if he wants the Canelo fight, he doesn't want to fight him unless he wants to move up 2 weight classes. But then the idea of Gervonta Davis potentially having any weight stipulations versus Devin Haney, oh, he's ducking, is this and that. Man, stop. Boxing has always worked like this. It's going to continue to work like this. I don't care if you like it, if you love it. It don't matter. The sun is going to be out tomorrow, regardless of if you wanted to or not. You can be, oh, I only like the cold. If the sun is destined to come out, it's destined to come out. So these things aren't going to change because you want them to. So that's what I'm saying, man. Just keep it equal. Keep it even Steven. Y'all cowards. Y'all letting the game of boxing get soft. You letting people put anything in the title, say anything, paint weird narratives, and then you wonder why the sport don't grow. I ain't with that. So I'll be the last of the Mohicans or whatever I gotta be, but I refuse to not be true to myself with what I see in this boxing game. I don't care who mad. I don't care who you beat. I don't care who you lost to. Don't watch me. That's the best thing y'all can do. Don't watch my channel. I'm with that. If you don't like the message, you think I'm full of it, or you don't like the narrative or whatever it is, do not watch me. But y'all soft, so y'all have no choice but to watch me. It's like people criticizing Cat Williams or something. Oh yeah, why is he saying that? I don't believe it. But you watching the whole interview though. So I don't care. As long as they keep watching, as long as YouTube keep paying me this check and they show me that watch time and my CPM is crazy, I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying. And y'all can keep denying it. Oh, Tank's not a star and every other talking point like the Ryan one. Ryan made a power move versus Devin Haney. You don't have to like it. I'm good with that. You can say, oh, it made Ryan look bad. I don't care. Okay, he looked bad, but he looked bad with a potentially bigger fight if he fight Rolly. I'll tell you that. That's the reality of it. That's how I see it. There's no one like, let's vote. Let's vote. Let's do it old school. Let's vote. If Ryan fights Rolly at the Staples Center, the cryptocurrency arena, and Devin fights Sandor Martin, what's the bigger fight? Tell me the bigger fight. Y'all soft. Tell me the bigger fight. So that's what I'm saying. Ryan pretty much said this too. He's like, people criticizing now, but wait till you see what I do to Rolly. If he knocks Rolly out, it's going viral. If Rolly knocks him out, it's going viral. What is the bigger fight? Okay. Boxing is big bank take little bank. Tank need to fight Lopez before the Haney fight. Why? He ain't got to do nothing. So we know what the bigger fight is. Stop it. And that's coming from, I don't mind Haney versus Sandor Martin for the record, but I'm not stupid either. I'm not going to lie and say that Haney style and Sandor Martin style is going to produce more fireworks and better potential like gate numbers and potential pay-per-view buy rates than Ryan versus Rolly. Get real. Stop it. Hey, block Pablo. You ain't talking about nothing. Hey, let me know when Pablo's blocked. I want to see him blocked. Bro, get these bums out of here. Yeah. Get them out of here. Rolly's personality, not his skills, make Ryan Rolly bigger. It don't matter though. Who cares? Whatever you talking about, listen, it doesn't matter. Whatever gets people to click and watch and pay, it don't, because you could say the same thing about Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's antics and the gift of gab and talking at the press conference versus Floyd Mayweather and him and Floyd Mayweather going back and forth. That's what sold the fight. But who cares when you're the number 2 highest grossing boxing event behind Mayweather Pacquiao? So it doesn't matter. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all get so focused in. It's almost like autism, where someone who's autistic, they might have a propensity to hone in on something. I seen this autistic kid and he was rapping Tupac's Dear Mama word for word. And he was dope too. He was like, when I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the street. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see your face. Ain't a woman alive. Yeah, he was killing it. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school. Scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys breaking all the rules. And I was like, man, he got it down pat. Shout out to the little autistic kid. He was killing Dear Mama. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was the black queen, mama. Right? It's like sometimes when people are autistic, they focus in on something that interests them. That's what some people in boxing seem to do. They focus in on weird angles. Oh, Rolly sucks, but he can sell the fight. It doesn't matter. If people are going to buy, none of that matters. Will you watch Ryan Rolly? The answer is yes if you're a boxing fan. It's that simple. You ain't working. You ain't wrong, ego. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like all this semantics, it doesn't matter. Conor McGregor, I knew he wasn't going to beat Floyd Mayweather, but he convinced people. He convinced people that he could beat him. You see, that's what y'all don't understand. There's so many fights, I promise you. Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence. That was literally one of my easiest fight predictions to pick. I knew he wasn't ucking with Errol. He a good fighter. He a good little fighter, but I knew he wasn't going to beat Errol Spence. But he gave people the belief that he could beat him. That's in boxing. That's all it really takes. If the even the Crawford, y'all some liars, bro. Even the Crawford diehardest fans did not predict the Errol Spence fight to be some people may have predicted a stoppage, but nobody predicted it to be one-sided, one-way traffic, all 7 rounds or whatever it was. Even Crawford fans weren't predicting that because they all respected Errol, knew he was dangerous. and stuff. Nobody predicted 3 knockdowns, Crawford talking trash to Jamel in the mid fight, and it looked like one of Crawford's easier night. Nobody predicted that, bro. Because people had belief on paper that it was a 50-50 fight. So that's all it takes in boxing. Tank and Ryan, Tank and Rolly. I knew Tank was going to win. I told you, I picked Tank in both of those fights. But Rolly did a great job on his behalf, and so did Ryan, making people believe that they had a chance or that they would beat Tank. Ryan was on Mike Tyson's podcast, 2, I'm going to knock him out in 2. That's what it takes. If the perception that you'll beat the person is there, then people will tune in. And like here's an underrated fact. People get gassed up by Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward. Oh, it's such a classic. But for the first fight, it was on regular HBO. Nobody expected it to be this spectacle and this all-time classic in real time. You see what I'm saying? It was only after people heard about it and started watching it and watched the highlights and then went back and revisited. But in real time, that wasn't no colossal fight at the time. And it just, people watched it and then seen how much heart and intensity the guys fought with, and it became a classic. But it was not, the perception wasn't like this is going to be an all-time classic fight. You see what I'm saying? I thought it was going to go the other way, and Bud proved me wrong. Still a great fight. Bud cemented his name. Yeah, Bud did his thing. He got off on him. We're not doubting that. But like Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti, the first one, nobody knew it was going to be a classic. We watched it, and then that's what we got. That's what it delivered. But there's other fights where, like, let's say Benavidez Andre, people thought that was going to be like a tough fight. That wasn't Benavidez's toughest fight, but people thought it might be, and people thought Andre might be able to beat him. I picked Benavidez, but you know, that's what I'm saying. It's not even necessarily like the fight, how it plays out. It's the perception of the fight on paper. If the perception, because it's boxing, you don't know. I've seen people get knocked out in the first round. O'Hara, Davis, and Barroso, he just got knocked out in 1 round. I don't know how many people predicted that. That's why we watch boxing. Shakur on his last top ranked fight, facts. But like I said, we gotta get better with like addressing the lies and just the tabloid. Boxing is like one big high school, one big tabloid paper, National Enquirer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All these narratives being painted. Oh, Tank's scared, and like, come on, bro. I told you the business got to make sense. The business makes sense, you get the fight. It's that simple. But a lot of these situations, the business probably don't make sense. Like, do you notice how many fighters have been accused of ducking? Ducking is becoming an overused word in the sport of boxing. It truly is. It's like everybody, like, if the fight doesn't happen, no matter what, the people pick a side and say who ducked. Like, come on, bro. Like Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson, a lot of you idiots was like, oh, Frank Martin ducked. Based on what? He told you what it was. He said the money wasn't cool. I was already going to a ops network to fight on an ops platform against a good fighter. I want to be compensated. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so basically, let's say me and my man Nando, let's say I have a janitorial company at an elementary school, and we got a contract to do janitorial custodial duties at a elementary school. Nando's down to work for my company, and I tell him, you got to clean up little kid barf and poop, and I'm gonna give you $10 an hour. My man Nando gonna be like, hold on. I'm willing to be a janitor, but not for 10 an hour. So what am I going to say? He ducked the job? Like, it's just stupid, bro. It's stupid. You could be willing to perform the job, but you want to get paid what what you think is fair. Like, just put it, instead of boxers, right? Instead of it being boxers, look at it from a point of view of like just getting a regular job. All fighters are going to be concerned with their numbers. Now, if there are certain cases where a fighter has such a crazy number that it's not realistic, okay, then you ducking, because you're pricing yourself out with a number you know is not realistic and feasible. But the thing with Frank Martin, people don't even know his number, and they say he ducked. So again, you're not going to just take a job at Chick-fil-A and they say they're going to give you $7.75 an hour. You're like, man, I got to do all this and take the trash out and, get a job at Lowe's and you got to run the carts back and stuff for $7. Like, nah, bro. And the funny thing is this is what is so annoying about boxing fans. Some of these boxing fans, let's say they do gig work like DoorDash, Uber Eats. These motherfuckers complain because they didn't get a tip. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but the point is, you are mad on one DoorDash delivery because a person bought a $20 meal and left you a goose egg for a tip. So what do you think the fighters are thinking if Frank Martin's like, damn, I got to go fight Shakur Stevenson on ESPN on a top ranked card, battle the judges potentially if it's a close fight, and the number is not what I want. So it's like people only care when it affects them. If you were doing gig work with Uber Eats, you'd be mad if you did all this delivery work and you had to carry 2 pizzas up 3 flights of stairs and they didn't leave you no tip. But then you want these fighters to just do whatever and take whatever deal and give up a side. Man, stop. It's just not how business works, bro. Anybody that's working that makes money, they want to be compensated for their services. It's that simple. So yeah, people are overusing this whole, he ducked. Like, bro, everything's not a duck because you want it to be a duck or because you're mad the fight didn't happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, even with Ryan Garcia, some people say it's a duck, whatever. He's making a smarter choice, bro. Rolly is a very winnable fight for both guys. So if that's who you're pursuing and you get, why wouldn't you fight Rolly, be able to get a title? Who you think is the best at 140? I don't know. Cause I don't know because they haven't fought. But it's the top 3 is no particular order: Devin Haney, T.O., and Subriel. But then you got guys like Gary Antoine Russell, he raw. So Richardson Hitchens, he raw. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They really got to fight for me to know that. But in terms of like where everyone's at and what's been accomplished to this point, yeah, it'd be between Subriel, T.O., or Devin. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. Shout out to Nando, bro. My boy Nando says that people talk all that crap and then they steal the pay-per-views. That's what I'm saying. It's like these people they're so unserious. They're unserious people. They say, oh, Tank, just make the fight and do all this stuff and then illegally stream it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not realistic. Lastly, in terms of Errol Spence, we'll see. I don't know that the fight's in jeopardy. I don't know why ESPN put that out unless they got a source on that. But people like even that, like, I don't know why Errol Spence chose to come out right now and say that stuff, but it is what it is. Like, do y'all think he's lying about the cataract surgery? That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird that people are like acting like he's lying. Like, hey, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in this wheelchair. I'm going to put some tape on my eye. Like, I believe he really had a cataract surgery. People are like, no, excuses. Two things can be. Bro, these boxing fans are annoying, bro. They're like, give Crawford credit. He said the man whooped my ass. Like, what more can you say to give someone credit? Like, how much more credit? Like, the Bud Buddies is truly like weird. Like, I don't know if y'all have fathers or what, but some of these Bud Buddies, like, it's like really smirkish. It's like really weird. The man said, I got my ass whooped by Crawford. Good-ish. I think he's the fighter of the year. And people are like, no, he's making excuses. What excuses he made? Because he so he got to lie about the cataract surgery? Like, what are we talking about? You think he just put tape on his eye to fool y'all? You think that's a gimmick? Like WWE? Like, what are we talking? You remember like WWE, like Vince McMahon, he'd be in the like bed with the body cast on, and then Stone Cold start hitting him with a bedpan. Like, is that what y'all think this is? Like, he's just faking it for the camera? Like, come on, bro. Y'all just say stupid stuff. Give him credit. Crawford got his credit by hostile takeover or however he got it. He's number one pound for pound on Ego list. He number one pound for pound on ESPN. Like, what more credit were y'all talking about? So he had cataracts during the fight. I mean, that's what he said. I don't know. I'm not him. That's what he said. He said he couldn't see everything clearly. I don't know. But I highly doubt he staged a post-surgery, post-op surgery picture. That's a little bit too far-fetched for me. Yeah, like, what would be the reason to lie? Like, why would you just lie? Like, why would you wait 6 months, give him his credit, and then just randomly say that? I don't see the gain in that. Shout out to Sura. That's what I'm saying. Like, what would you gain by doing that? I don't see it, but whatever. Boxing fans are weird. So, oh, you lied. It's a lie. Errol lied. He's making excuses. And then what trips me out is this. People say Errol keep making excuses. Bro, get boxing fans out of here. Yeah, some of y'all dumb as a bag of peanuts. You got fans who are saying, Errol Spence, he's just keep making excuses. And then they'll start saying other people's talking points, like Victor Conti and Virgil Hunter. Like, how is that Errol making excuses when those guys gave their 2 cents on why Errol Spence looked like he did? Errol didn't say nothing about his rib was broke or whatever. I heard like the different reasonings. His rib was broke, altitude sickness, and running Mount Charleston. Errol didn't say none of that. So how you gonna hold him to stuff that he didn't even say? Victor Conti said it. Virgil Hunter said it. I don't know who came up with the rib thing. People on YouTube or something said that. Errol didn't say those things. The only thing he said was the cataract thing. So someone's like, oh, add this to the list of lies and excuses from Errol. Errol didn't say all that other like stuff. So it's like, what are people even talking about? If Errol beat Crawford in a rematch, that's definitely one of the greatest comebacks in probably boxing history. Because you look at how the first fight played out so negative for him. I mean, that would definitely be on some classic stuff. Because like even fights like Lennox Lewis and Hasim Rahman, I mean, he just got caught with a single shot by a heavyweight. Like, that can happen. Errol Spence got erased for like 7 rounds and dropped and bleeding. His hair was getting punched to and fro. It was a nasty night for him. Rolling out of a hospital in a wheelchair is crazy not to be genuine. This shout out to Money Mike, people who use their brain. That's what I'm saying. Like, that seemed like a bit too, like, because why would you wait 6 months to do that? Like, if there was nothing wrong with you, or it was just like a gimmick or an excuse, why didn't you just do that last year? Blu-ray said it was the perfect storm of things that happened to Errol before the fight. That's what I believe. I believe it was a combination of things that went left or went wrong. Plus, Crawford is a very talented fighter. So that just spells trouble. You can't have an off night against a killer like Crawford. You know what I mean? But let's not be beat around the bush. Let's be very transparent here. That didn't look like Errol Spence. And people are such busters and babies. They'd be like, "Oh, Ego, you're crying because Errol lost." Bro, he can lose. It's how he lost. You have 7 non-competitive rounds, get dropped, balance look bad. You're walking out, people saying, this is not my opinion. You walked out, people said you were high. You look like you were high and under the influence and stuff like that. Come on, bro. So I'm supposed to pretend I didn't see that because y'all gonna call me an excuse maker? Kiss my ass. I guess I'm the excuse maker because I'm not gonna front like I didn't see what I seen on that fateful night. So if that make me the king of excuses, then well, excuse ego, whatever y'all want to call me. Kiss my ass. I'm not. So did somebody? 2 things can be true. Crawford got off and did good. Errol didn't. But some of that stuff, weight drain, or you overexerted your body. These things could be true, and they look like it was true. Bro, he walked out and he looked like inebriated or high or something. Even if he won the fight, I remember doing the watch party, people were saying it as he's walking out. It wasn't like Crawford didn't even throw a punch. So Crawford did that. Crawford made his eyes look high. Stop it, bro. I don't know what was going on. Maybe he was in pain. He smoked a little tree back there. Nothing like that Buddha lover bomb. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. But his eyes looked low. Maybe Snoop Dogg was in the back. Bow wow. But it looked like an off night. I think too, I like Crawford and Crawford fans. I think Crawford resents the fact that Errol Spence still got support. Even though he lost in a devastating fashion, I think that's what hurts the Crawford fans the most. You hear me? Do you hear me? I think that's what that irks the Crawford Bud buddies the most. That Errol Spence got toe up from the flow up, dropped 3 times, busted, looked concussed, lost every round damn near, and people still riding with Errol Spence. People still putting shark emojis. People still saying it's still man down and get back season and still rocking with the boy. I think that's what would make the Crawford Bud buddies the most angry, because people think it's like Highlander, like you beat the guy and then you inherit all his powers and then now he ain't got no fans. But Errol got a base. He got a great fan base, because I go on Twitter. People rocking. People still with Errol. I don't care. Get it in blood. People still rocking with him. And I think that's what boxing fans should be. If you an Andre fan, okay, he lost to Benavidez. The guy was a little bit too big. Still be an Andre fan. We got to get boxing back to its essence, bro. You don't see this goofy stuff in other arenas. Golden State Warrior fans, and then you're not a fan because they lost one game or lost a final. You still a Warrior fan. Bro, I've had my heart broken as a Niner fan. We got all the way to the Super Bowl and lost. And the power went out, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring that essence back to boxing, where you can lose and people don't act like dickheads and act ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like to see in 2024. It's cool. All losses are not equal. If you lose O'Hara Davis after talking all that trash, that's going to be, that's an uphill battle. But Errol Spence, I think he went out like a salve, to be honest. He never quit in that fight. He never quit in that fight. Like, even though Hard Davis, that old man was busting his stuff, he wasn't even listening to the ref. So I don't know if he couldn't listen or if he was like checked out or whatever. Errol Spence didn't do that. Errol Spence didn't do that. He even protested the stoppage. And you got people disrespecting him. Y'all cowards, bro. Cowards in real life that ain't accomplished nothing. The only people who feel like they need to like denigrate you and take you down are people who are soft and ain't accomplished nothing. You know what I mean? Like Errol Spence, he just took it on the chin, got beat, you know, protested it, still wanted to keep going, even though, you know, it didn't look good for him. You know, it's like Wilder versus Fury 3. Wilder, he lost, but he went out like a G. I'm always going to respect that. Errol Spence went out like a G. So anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I got some more videos coming. So I'll see you.